Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Mimi of Justin Me, back with another Love Island review. I did miss the last episode. I didn't do a review on it because I was out living my best life at Wireless. Keep an eye out for the vlog, it's coming soon. But that was a good episode. Like, my favourite part of that episode was seeing Amber and Ovi like scheming on how they were going to break up Michael and Joanna. That was jokes, and obviously we saw that Anna's heart started leading way more towards Jordan than Ovi. I don't know what she's thinking. Like, does she not have eyes to see Ovi? Anyways, let's get into last night's episode, and we've seen Maura started moving a little bit sly, quite a bit shaky, and wow. You know, this year's Islanders have really just been giving me whiplash. The minute I feel like I know one, they just bam. Like, who hasn't shocked me this year? Michael with his complete turnaround against Amber. Like, where did that come from? Curtis, one day she's everything you've ever wanted, next minute the worst thing I can imagine is spending the rest of my life with you. Like, what the actual F? Maura, one minute she's the girl's girl, completely shocked at like what's going on at the recoupling, completely having Amy's back, like, girl, you deserve way better than that, you shouldn't have to put up with that. To next minute, actually, I want your trash, I want your, like, hand-me-down clothes. Really, Maura? Is it really that deep? Like, they've all just been completely confusing me. Lucy, one minute her and Tommy are just friends, next minute I can't hide the way I feel about him, I just love him so much. What happened to Joe, Lucy? What happened to Joe? I can't work them out. But let's start with Maura and her shady behavior. Look, we know Love Island isn't really all that much about love. It is a game show, and a lot of people in there are playing the game, and I'm starting to think Maura is definitely playing the game. She came in out the get-go like fanny flutters, want to wrap my legs around, just overtly sexual. And then after like 3 episodes, after she's really made her mark, you know, she toned that down a whole lot. Next, she was that girl's girl that was like always having all the girls back, really funny, and also had the attitude and sass when she put Tom in his place. And then I started to like her again. I was like, yes, yes. And now to see her, not even 24 hours after Curtis dumps Amy, moving to Curtis right in front of Amy's eyes. Meanwhile, just a few hours ago, you were consoling Amy, saying she deserves so much better. Curtis is basically trash. Now apparently trash is just fine for you, darling. I don't get it. I think it's shady. I think it's mad. Like, there needs to be some sort of girl code in there. Even if you wanted to crack on with Curtis, my problem is Amy's right in that villa. Nothing's stopping you from pulling Amy for a chat and being like, look, this is what I'm thinking. You know, I've quite liked him for a while. But absolutely no girl code. Just cracking on with Curtis, you know, right in front of Amy's eyes. And I just feel so bad for Amy. I don't know why she's decided to stay in the villa. But I am happy hearing her saying that she is looking for a new hot guy to come in there for her. Although I don't know what kind of guy would come in now and be like, yep, I want Amy. I think we've all seen how scary she can be in a relationship. I don't know how many guys would be like, yeah, Amy's my first pick. But it is a game show. Everybody's trying to get famous. So maybe that's what it is. For me, I think that's sly, snaky, and no surprise really that her only person that she trusts with all of this is Lucy, because last week Lucy was doing the exact same thing. My mum always said birds of a feather flock together, so do snaky bitches. Okay, Lucy was doing the exact same thing, not speaking to Molly about how she felt about Tommy, and literally just going there trying to break up a happy home. And I get that Curtis and Amy are already broken up, but let's not play or pretend like Maura didn't play her part in making sure that that coffin, you know, is fully sealed. Like, so now again I'm looking at Maura a bit sideways. I do like the girl's personality. She's bubbly, she's fun, but that's the type of girl that you just can't trust with either good information or bad information about your man. If you tell her your man is good in bed, she's like, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna find out. If you tell her your man is a complete trash waste man, whatnot, she's like, oh yeah, suits me just fine. You don't tell that kind of girl anything about your man. Her and Lucy cannot be trusted they deserve their own island called Snakeville. Let's move on to Anna, Ovi and Jordan. The triangle pretty much came to an end on this episode, and I was really confused about it because in the previous episode it seemed like Anna knew exactly what she wanted. She wanted Jordan. Like all the I just wanted to kiss you right now. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, that's cheating to me anyway. Not this, I won't do it because of respect for Ovi. Just kiss him because you think Ovi's going to be happy hearing that you've just been saying the last 2-3 days, I just want to kiss you right now. Look, crack on. You want to crack on, just end things, crack on with Jordan. But when she pulled Ovi for a chat, I thought that was when she was going to end things. But turns out my girl only wanted to talk about the fact that she'd heard Ovi say that Joanna was his type on the date. I was like, why are you getting all upset and in your feelings about Ovi saying that Joanna's the only other girl apart from Anna that he'd be keen on? Like, do you expect him to have only eyes for you when your eyes are scattered all over the place? She seemed to really get a bee in her bonnet about that, and I didn't like it because Ovi was so cool, calm and collected. We haven't even seen him talk to Joanna once. He's literally been all about Anna, and he's also given her space as well to get to know Jordan, hasn't put pressure on Jordan. I feel like once she knew that Jordan's what she wanted, she shouldn't have been trying to keep, you know, have her cake and eat it too. She should have ended things with Ovi, but my girl's moving like Joanna this, Joanna that. And obviously Ovi got a bit like, no, don't talk to me like that. I'm a man. It was like, I'm a man. I've got pride. When he says I've got pride, I'm like, yes, Ovi. Come bring that pride over here. But yeah, Ovi, he did get a little bit disrespectful when he was like, Jordan, go get your missus. You can have her. I'm done. I thought that was a bit disrespectful, but at the same time we all know how we get in our feelings when somebody hurts us, and I think she had been disrespecting him quite a bit. We could see how she was moving around Jordan, and I'm sure Ovi could see it too. So yeah, I'm glad that they've come to an end because I don't really feel like Ovi deserved to be treated the way he was getting treated, and I feel like if she likes Jordan, let her crack on with Jordan. But I have a feeling she doesn't really know what she wants, and I have a feeling her neck is going to be turning sideways the minute she sees Ovi maybe going on a date with a new girl. Or I know everybody was saying Ovi and Amber, I just don't see that's gonna happen, and I'm not even shipping it. I just don't think they would really work. I was kind of shipping Amber and George, but it seems like my boy George just has no game, no chat, no personality, bland AF. We saw Maura and Lucy do a double dumping with George and Marvin, which in all honesty I thought was so childish and so immature. I felt like they did deserve quite a bit more respect than that. They could have pulled each guy to the side and had a chat and say, look, that's not really working out. But getting your friend to dump your boyfriend or your couple, it's just super childish, a little bit unnecessary. And I just thought, if they'd done this to you girls, you wouldn't have liked it. You'd have kicked up a storm. We did see Marvin kind of kick up a storm about it. I just thought there's no point. Clearly those two couples were not going anywhere. It seems like all the Casa Amor couples are pretty much done now. So yeah, I thought they could have handled that a lot better, but again, they're both moving a bit mad and a bit snaky to me, Lucy and Maura, so whatever. Then we also saw Joanna pulling Amber and Michael for a chat about how they'd ended things after their conversation to be friends, and I think we all watched that and we all saw like the crazy chemistry and vibe between Amber and Michael, like the way they were just smiling and laughing with each other. It just takes you back to what we were watching in like the second and third week, just how well they got along. It really mind boggles me when Michael's like, I wasn't myself, now I'm a bit more me. I'm like, we don't even see you anymore, you don't talk, I don't see you and Joanna hugging, kissing, touching, nothing. Is this a bit more you? I feel like, you know, when someone just kicks up such a fuss and throws such a tantrum that they feel like they can't come back, like he's probably just too proud to admit that he was wrong and that actually Joanna doesn't float his boat as much as he thought she did. He even said when he was talking to Amber that he wasn't sure if she was 80 or 20. Until now he's still not sure. It doesn't sound like the guy who was like, yes, this girl has made me feel this girl has made me be myself. Like, I'm sorry, when he was talking to Amber, I know he did kind of say, I'm sorry, we're gonna be friends and whatnot, but I don't feel like he was that clear when he was shutting the door. I did feel for poor Amber when he had to shut the door in front of Joanna in her face, but I do want Love Island to send in a cute hunk for Amber, because I feel like Michael, the jealousy and the rage, like that will come quick. I think he will realise how big he cocked up once he sees Amber really moving on with somebody that she can get behind. So can we please send in a new man for Amber, please? Thank you very much. Tommy and Molly, we really didn't see too much of them, but they are the strongest couple. We know they keep getting along really well. They just don't have a storyline at the moment because they're so settled. Curtis seemed to be entertaining Maura's advances. Obviously taught her how to dance and bloody bloody yada. I don't really feel like Curtis is that into Maura. I'm not really even sure Maura's that into Curtis, but there is going to be a recoupling soon. To me, they just don't seem suited. Curtis is all about being the good boy, you know. He says, like, he wants to be liked by everyone. He says all his please, his thank yous, he's very well mannered. And Maura's kind of the complete opposite. She can come unhinged like that. She can go off on one. She's like verbally quite out there with the things that she says. She's kind of very much the bad girl, so I really don't see both of them being compatible even in the villa, let alone outside the villa. So I feel like if they do kind of get it on and say that their goals or whatever, it's a whole game plan. But guys, I think that is my recap done. Yeah, so that's my review. I did think chucking Craig David into that episode was a nice little mix. Obviously we're voting for our favorite couple. I think obviously the favorite couple is going to be Molly and Tommy, but who's going to be in the bottom three with a risk of getting dumped? Thankfully my girl Amber is safe. Who I'd like to see go, Jordan and Danny I'd like to see go. That Jordan girl turned me sour real quick. She seems like she is a shit stirrer. Whenever she's having a chat with anybody else, she seems to always be talking about the dramas in there and like putting her 2 cents in. Not really necessary. So her and Danny can definitely go. Who else can we, oh, we can definitely get rid of Lucy, but unfortunately if we get rid of Lucy we get rid of George. And even though he's not bringing that much to the villa, I still do want to kind of see him try and crack on with Amber, because he did say going in that she's his type. And if they're not going to send in anyone new for Amber, at least he can make Michael jealous, please. We can definitely get rid of Marvin as well. I think all the new people, if they're put on the chopping block, they will be gone, thankfully. But yeah, I'm in with Just Me. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Make sure you subscribe and let me know what your thoughts are on snaky bitches like Maura and Lucy. Is everything fair game? Is it okay that they want to crack on with Tommy and with Curtis? Is it game plan? They know that they're probably the 2 most popular boys. Or is it slight as F because they didn't sit down and have a chat with Molly and Amy first of all? I'm in with Just Doing Me. Before I go, I'm going to leave you quickly with, don't listen to none of these hoes telling you to leave your man, because some of these bitches moving sideways because they're trying to take your man, okay? Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay.